Hi everybody, this is a Perilous Fight. It's a YouTube channel, and today we're going to talk about uh, different types of things that could help a person if they're going through a really tough time, whether it be depression, whether it be stress, and so some of those tips that I can offer today to help is what worked for me is like water therapy, which meant I went to the local rec center and I would go in the hot tub, and the jets would really help relax me. And I would go swimming, and I would go in the sauna. I would exercise a bit. I felt like really physically weak and kind of depressed, so I just felt like swimming, being in the water helped a lot. And as I've mentioned in other videos, um, you can apply if you're on a on a budget. You can apply for the credit. Sometimes the YMCA gives a credit, or your local rec center with the county or the municipality that you live in. They offer credits, huge credits, that will include the gym and sauna and swimming and hot tub, and sometimes huge discounts for the classes that they offer. But it's helpful if you're going through depression, because there's other people you can meet. It's a great place to meet uh, um, a partner. A lot of people meet at. I would prefer to meet a guy on a Saturday night, just in passing at a pool, you know, because then it's like, well, okay, this is how he spends a Saturday night. He's out in a bar getting drunk. I mean, I've had my fun days in the past, and my irresponsible days in my past, but those are behind me now. And so I'm just saying that sometimes it's a good place to meet people, just to kind of chew the fat for a while, and maybe go for a coffee or go for dinner, but it's a great meeting place. People are more likely to talk to one another if they're in a hot tub. Um, they feel sometimes just more comfortable to do that. Um, I also think it's a great place uh, if you use if you spend money when you're upset. Um, Going to the pool and the hot tub and the sauna, you could make a real evening out of it, where and it costs you next to nothing to do it. It's a very cheap activity to do. And it's also, if you have kids, you could take your kids there. If you have a girlfriend or a wife, you can go there, and it may rekindle some of you know, the fun between you as a couple. So definitely some things that could help. Other things is rescuing an animal. There's no love that you're ever gonna feel like the love from a rescued animal. They're just so sweet, and it's just so. Uh, they're like a little companion for you. Your little buddy. You can take them for a walk, or you could cook them some food, and you can watch TV with them, and they'll comfort you. And they're funny. You could chase them around. I could chase my cat around the house, then he chases me, and we have a great old time. Um, and we also have, like, I'll watch Say Yes to the Dress, and I'll cook him up some prawns, and we just kind of chill out, and it's nice. Um, Other things is music. I have right here. This is a little iPod shuffle. You can get these at Walmart. They're about $48, and you can download iTunes for free. And I know there's some music places. I think that some people use FrostWire or something to download music for free, and I'm not advocating that at all. I'm just saying what some people do. So music. So if you've just left an abusive relationship, if you just got an abusive home, Andre Pacelli, Celine Dion, um, there's certain types of music, Katie Lang. Sometimes, it's about stopping the hemorrhaging, stopping, getting out of the way of the abuse. First you have to acknowledge it, and it could be coming in from somebody that you're married to, a parent, an uncle, a sibling, a very good friend. And so you have to acknowledge it, and then you have to take action to get yourself out of that situation, you and your kids. And listening to Dr. Wayne Dyer, that helped me a lot. And I cried a lot. I did meditation, but it kind of helped release. And I cried a lot, and I learned a lot, and but good things, like meaningful things. And like I said, the music is very therapeutic. I don't know how anybody gets through this life without a little iPod, because it's very. Um, if you suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder, just having an iPod with soothing music like rainforest music, whatever beats, like whatever your spirit likes, because like I said, within us there is a spirit, and we're kind of like, those back in the day, when we had those pens, like you flick and it was a red pen, and then it would go to like a green and then a blue. It's just different colors. That's kind of like what we are. We have different kind of sides. So sometimes we're a mom, sometimes we're a businesswoman, sometimes we're a friend, sometimes we're a daughter, sometimes we're a mentor, sometimes we're the student. And other times, the most important thing we are is spiritual beings with a purpose here, that is, really connected to God, whether we want to accept that or not. But we have a responsibility to find out and to, become actualized. So um, it's important to recognize that music can be very soothing, but it's important. Your type of music may be different from mine, but listening to like really heavy stuff with like really kind of negative lyrics could just, if you're in a mind situation where you're really angry, somebody's cheated on you, done you wrong, you don't want to fuel it. You don't, because you don't want to end up acting on it and end up in jail. That don't make no sense. You don't. And there's a part of this world, that one of the invisible forces, that will just keep taking it to you. It doesn't care. There's a part of this world that just doesn't care. It'll just keep coming at you. So you just have to make good decisions. You have to deal with stuff, and part of the way you deal with it is stop the hemorrhaging, and begin to heal, and using things that are at your disposal, like music, like financial knowledge from Napoleon Hill, Robert Kiyosaki. Uh, Read some books, Think and Grow Rich, Rich Dad Poor Dad, Living the Wisdom of the Tao. You can download the 81 verses onto your iPod. Listening to Dr. Wayne Dyer, reading his book, The Power of Intention. Um, you can use exercise. There's a book called the program, The Body for Life. I did the program about 10 years ago. I was in phenomenal shape, and I stopped doing it, and I picked up my bad eating habits again, and I gained a lot of weight back. And I also had went through uh, some things, like my marriage turned out to be not what I expected it to be. It was just, I found him with, I was deceived. Maybe not cheated on, but I was deceived. And somebody very close to me passed away, and then my cat just ran over my toe. He's on his exercise run now. He does it twice a day. So yeah, first thing in the morning, and then around 11:30 at night, he's doing his exercise. I usually get behind him and run. I get some of this weight off me. So yeah, so I found him with a woman 8 days after the funeral, and I tell you, it was emotional slaughter. But it was like the churning of my life had already started, and that I never went back. I never went back ever, and I ended up divorcing him, and thank goodness. And so music and rest and water therapy and getting a new circle of friends. But really, uh, I couldn't even say a new circle of friends. A few good friends, a few amazing friends that are like loved ones, you know. And then uh, like a strong relationship with God. That's why I talk to God, because He was there for me when I really needed Him to be. And my kids, thank goodness for the kids. Other things that could help. Allowing the help, if you need food, you can go to the local food bank and get registered. You can call St. Vincent de Paul. You can call your local church. You can call 311 or 211, depending on where you are in North America or anywhere. If anybody around the world um, listening to this video, I hope that any resources that we have in North America, that if you don't have them in your area, just contact your government and try to get them to bring some of these resources in, because some of them really do help. Contact the Salvation Army. I'm trying to. I have resources together on a Single Mothers Foundation .webs.com, but it's not an official foundation yet as far as being able to give tax receipts. Um, but it's coming along. There's a lot of resources on there that you can you can go to that um, website, a Single Mothers Foundation .webs.com, and see some of the things on there and apply them to where you are in the world, and that would be really, really good, so that you and the other people in your area can get the help that they need too. Um, Other things that can help is knowledge, um, and health, eating more. There's a book called Eat Right for Your Blood Type. Basically, the book is research that has been done on people's blood type, and they researched how people react to certain foods, so they categorize it into foods that would be beneficial, foods that are just kind of okay for them, and then other foods that are beneficial, or pardon me, or foods that they should avoid. So eat right for your blood type. Once you find out your blood type, you can contact your doctor's office, or just um, ask to get it to find out your blood type from your doctor. And the book is they have a little handbook. It's like $10, and then they have the bigger version. They have, if you Google um, "Eat Right for Your Blood Type," they have a website. You can go on there and you can. There's recipes, and it's when I followed that, I was really healthy too. But I have lost 8 pounds in the last 3 weeks because I just really changed my breakfast. I just make sure that I eat protein for breakfast, and so that means like 4 or 5 egg proteins, like not with the yolk. And I don't drink juice with sugar, and I get the Crystal Light. They have good lemonade and good tropical juice, and it's sugar free. And or I'll buy. I'm not a big pop drinker, but I'll buy some diet ginger ale or diet like zero Coke. Um, those Gatorade drinks and stuff are just polluted with sugar. Like, oh my, and the vitamin water is 50 cent. I have so much respect for what you've accomplished and where you've come, but you gotta get the sugar down in the vitamin drinks that you make so much money off of. He makes about $100 million, I think, last year. Somebody said off of those drinks. Good for him, because he's had a lot happen to him, and he's worked hard, and so good for him. Okay, so those are some of the things. Get yourself an iPod, music, water, talk to people. Don't focus on the negative and the past. Your happiness is up ahead. Talk to God. That's the most important thing. He'll help you. Just use your common sense. Go and be responsible. Being responsible and dealing with things brings peace of mind. And helping brings happiness. When you help someone, you clean up the sidewalk, you help a stray animal, you give them a home, or you just feed them. Um, you know, the reporting abuse, trying to help an innocent, person out. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.